everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of the Video Game Choo Choo Podcast. I'm your host, John. Got a full house tonight. I'm real excited to hang out and talk about games. Michael's here.
I am here.
Rose is here.
I'm also here. Yeah.
And Scott is here.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Video Game Choo Choo Podcast, Speedrun Any Percent. We're going to try to get this done in less than 2 minutes.
All right, here we go. Everyone, we played some games, and then we can talk about the news, and then we take some questions anyway. Bye.
Time.
Okay, how was
that?
that?
The timer was slow. When we thought it was a world record, but that actually took an hour and a half.
You didn't even beat your PBR.
Yeah.
Your PBR.
Your Pabst Blue Ribbon. You didn't even beat it. It's still cold. You still have swill in the bottom. What are you doing?
Disgusting. Swill. Oh, boy.
Oh, doggy.
Anyway, yeah, we're recording this the week of Summer Games Done Quick. So get ready for some horrible shoutouts, donations from people that you'd rather forget, and too many games that just involve out-of-bounds glitches, so it's not actually fun to watch.
So it's like Christmas Vacation.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Yes, it is. God, I've barely watched any Summer Games Done Quick, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's better than last year, I think, at least. That last year was really boring for me.
No, yeah, I've had it on here and there, but the presentation is a huge step up. I'm actually really happy that they've really gotten it down pat. They've a lot of the 90% of the runners are are way better at talking about their games and doing what they're doing and having a good couch with good rapport. It's gotten way better. And that's cool. I'm happy for them, and I hope they raise a good amount of money, especially because it's for Doctors Without Borders, and that's a great cause.
If you crave the classic Games Done Quick experience, you should do what I've been doing, and just watching it at 3 a.m, where it is still a nightmare.
Yeah. $5 donations that are just filled with memes that the donation commenter is just I have to read a donation, and there's only 2 coming in right now, so here comes one that's full of Reddit rage comics from 2010, and then it appends it with "My dad died from cancer too," and it's geez, okay, sorry.
We got a $3 donation from Tony the Tiger 92. Shout outs to my boy Toucan Sam Lover 88, Ride or Die Serial Bros. We miss you, Sugar Smacks. Never forget.
Save the animals.
Kill the animals.
Oh, kill the animals. Save the frames is what they say now. They say save the frames.
Oh, come on.
It's too violent. It's too violent.
Really?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
When did video games go soft? Back in my day, you killed the animals.
Oh boy. But yeah, we should do a speed run next year.
God, that would take forever.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Yep, it's that easy. I don't know what you mean. It's it's so easy.
I'm gonna speedrun Persona 5. Watch me play Persona 5 over 120 hours.
So I watched a run last night that was, I think it was Caro Blaster, the frog game from the Cave Story dude. Mm-hmm. And the dude was saying that the reason he started speedrunning it was because no one else was speedrunning it, so he knew he could just get the speedrun for it. So that's what we need to do. We need to find some shitty point and click adventure game that no one has ever played, and then figure out how to speedrun it, and then we're golden. We're good. They'll just let us in because no one else can beat us because no one wants to play that game.
Let's speedrun the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy game.
Oh. Can we?
I mean, I don't know if it's physically possible, but let's figure it out.
We'll figure it out, yeah.
Could find some skips.
Yeah, no. Okay, so if you could just innately have the talent to speedrun a game, what game would it be? Here, I'll ask each of you. Rose, you first.
Let me use a game that I can't already do that with.
Okay.
Oh, humble brag.
One of the Dark Souls games, because I am slow as fuck with those, because I'm always oh, look at this, I'm looking over here. Oh, I have to explore everything every time.
Yeah, for real. I do the same exact thing. Like, I run through areas super quickly, but also I grab every single item, even though I don't need them.
Yeah,
So,
you don't need them.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but I want to see what's over here.
Yeah, maybe I'll need it on this build. Who knows?
You never need it on that build.
You never need it.
You never need anything on that build. Scott, what would you speedrun?
Oh god, I think I could conceivably speedrun the first Metal Gear Solid. Like just knowing those controls well enough, I could probably do it, but I have a feeling there's some weird arcane stuff that I just don't quite know. And I need to get in that mindset. I need to practice. I need to start becoming Solid Snake in person. It's me.
Michael, what would you speedrun?
Fortune Street.
People who speedrun Mario Party and Mario Party S games are like the fucking craziest people in the world.
Me.
Like, I can't even imagine why the fuck you would want to do that. Like, that's so awful.
For the pure joy, the pure exhilaration.
People complain about RNG in their speedruns, and that's like a speedrun of full RNG. So it's like, what are you doing?
I have no idea. Those people are fucking horrifying. I would speedrun. This is a difficult question because there. Oh, you know what? I would speedrun. I would speedrun that Yu-Gi-Oh game. That
Forbidden Memories.
Yes, that one.
I imagine one would suck really, really hard to speedrun.
It does. Do you know that it is the longest speedrun like ever? Because it does take like hundreds of hours because you have to get every card.
Christ.
I don't like that.
It's like that and Bat and Kaidos 100% because because you have to get all the cards in that too. And I think one of the cards takes like 2 weeks in real time to like turn into shampoo or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
God.
So like straight up, like the dude playing it just like does a bunch of stuff, goes to bed, wakes up, does more stuff. Like it's just like you literally have to sleep in parts because it's just like, well, I don't have anything to do today. I'm gonna go out and then I'll come back, and by the time I'm back, I'll be able to do more stuff. Like it's fucking crazy.
This is why I'm glad there are tiers of speedrunning with different like requirements and like any percent. Thank God for that. Thank God for that.
But then there are the motherfuckers who go for 100% and like on one hand, God bless them. On the other hand,
love yourself. Like
save yourself, please.
Yeah, like there was for any percent, I saw there was like a Pokemon speedrun like 2 days ago. It was Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and the dude didn't even get to finish because like he was like, I'm gonna try out a new strat, and he didn't finish, and everyone was just like, it's okay, buddy. And he's like, the real speedrun is the journey. And I was like, okay.
That's not true, but okay.
All right, sure. Like, he still managed to beat most of Pokemon Heart Gold in 2 hours, so that's, hey.
Yeah, I was watching it earlier today, and it's like, it seems like some speedrunning communities are pretty keenly aware of this. Like, during the Prince of Persia run that was going on, they had a question asked about whether or not there was ever going to be like 100% run of that game. And apparently, within that community, they're planning something called like an all collectibles run, where you have to go and like grab every item, except it's not 100%, because 100% would involve like having to fight every enemy, and the combat in that game is not something that's fun to watch. So they just say, hey, like, don't bother with combat. Like, don't get the stuff from those enemies. It's not important.
God, imagine 100% speedrun of like Assassin's Creed.
Jeez.
Assassin's Creed 2 with the 100 feathers and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
I did that. I fully
Did you
100%.
speedrun it though?
I remember like it going really quickly because I looked up a map online. So I imagine if you were doing the missions, knew where everything was, and knew what paths to take, you could probably do it along with the rest of the game. So I'm going to do that. I'll be back in a month.
All right, have fun.
Michael actually already got the speed run. He just didn't record it and, put it up online yet.
12 hours and 15 minutes and a lot of tears.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about what's been going on recently. Scott, it's been a while since you've been on. How are you?
I am pretty freaking solid. I've been playing a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Which ones have you been doing?
This is something not a lot of people have talked about on the site, but I've been playing a lot of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know if I want to explain it because it's kind of out there already. Do you think I should?
Just a quick rundown. I feel like people, if you have any kind of like interaction with the gaming world, I'm sure you know what it is. But just real quick.
Sure. It's like a battle royale style game where 100 people, 100 players drop onto an island and then they have to hunt each other down and essentially just come out on top. And what separates this from other games is like this is actually, from what I understand, something that's in DayZ, but is like not that, like, it's not as well handled, but there is like a big circle that closes in over time, and that gives like every single match like a good solid like 30-minute feel, basically, where it starts out slow and you're doing a lot of scavenging, but then you like start moving in closer to the circle and it gets more tense, and it's just creates this really amazing feeling of like, okay, I'm really in this shit right now. And it's cool. Like, it's a really cool game. I played, let's see what Steam says. I think like 70 hours of it with people, and I still really enjoy it. Mm-hmm. It's very Arma-esque. You go out here, like, there's some like kind of arcane controls that would not make sense to a lot of people who are really fresh off like standard FPSs, but it's cool because I feel like the extra layer of picking up a gun and then having to load it yourself and then set it to automatic is way more interesting than like just picking up a gun and shooting, because it makes you dedicate like time and thought into every single action. And that's what this game is about. Like, it's less about being good at shooting and more about locating enemies, finding a good position to like flank them, and then like actively putting yourself out there and shooting back at them, risking being seen by not just them but other enemies that are around, and then just creating a whole bunch of chaos. Yeah.
All right.
It's been a real good time, not just by myself. Like, the solo games are cool and tense, but also like with teams, it's way more fun. Mm-hmm. And
I was just gonna say, if you want to join in on some PUBG, our Discord, which is at thegamezone.zone, is a great place to find people to play with.
Yeah, I'm usually around and playing. Yeah. I've had a lot of interesting experiences with the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I do something a lot of people don't typically do, and that's I leave the mic on so I can hear other players. There is actually a way to disable it during the minute where you're all on an island together and you're in a lobby getting everything prepared, which is where the worst stuff gets said. For the most part, there's like there's like something to disable that and then like re-enable it really quickly without having to go into settings. But I haven't tried that. I just leave it on because I'm a masochist. But like, when you're actually in game, there are sometimes people who don't use Discord or Skype to talk to people, and running into those groups and having this weird strategic advantage of I know you're here and I can hear you is so fucking cool. I've had a lot of great experiences with that game. My favorite ones are when other players get on the mic. Cause, I had this one, me and my crew got into a house and holed up in it for the rest of the game without knowing that it was the house the circle was gonna close in on. And we just chilled there for a while, waiting to see what was going to happen. And then we were chilled up on the top floor, like guarding the stairs and like all the windows and everything. And then another team comes in, they don't know we're here. I open fire on one of them the second I see them come to the stairwell. They run and hide because they don't want to deal with us. And then we just hear over the mic, "Hey, you want to just share the house until the final 10?" And we kind of like unintentionally did it. Like, I said no, like, and one of my other friends was like, "Yes, of course," as a joke. But they just like, we chilled upstairs, they chilled downstairs. And it became this weird, awful relationship where we're sitting there, like, kind of joking with them. And then the second one of them pokes their head out, we just open fire immediately. It was really good. And then eventually another squad came to us, and they managed to take both of us out on their own just by like waiting us out a bit. Yeah. It's such a fun time. I think everyone should give it a shot. And like seek out videos of it. It's a really good spectator sport as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been playing a couple other things. I started Nier Automata.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's something no one told me had Dark Souls hooks in it.
I would have told you, but I was worried that you would be like, "Oh, this isn't like Dark Souls enough."
No, it's like the second I found out there are bodies that tell you what happened and like going to recover your stuff, I'm like, all right, I'm setting light attack to LB and heavy to L2 because that's what I'm playing now. I got to like the second real boss fight in that game where it gets really kind of nuts in a way I wasn't expecting.
Which boss is that?
It was
the
I don't know their name. It was the person that looks like a person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
yeah.
That's one of my favorite parts of that game.
It's very good. It's a very strong
that was extremely good. Like, I did not expect any of that, like, at all. Yeah, there's an incredible, like, musical sting in that where you're fighting a lot of people and they eventually just start saying, what is it that they say? This cannot continue.
Yep.
And they say it over and over and over again. And then when the boss fight starts proper, that becomes like a part of the music. And it's so good. It's
Scott, you don't even know yet. Let me tell you.
You don't.
Okay. I've been a little busy, so I haven't been able to get back into it, but I'm very excited to. Like,
it's so good.
Yeah. I also dug into the virtual world a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I played
what kind of virtual world?
The PlayStation virtual world for now. I'm planning on getting a Vive at some point.
VR. Okay, yeah. I was like, wait, Digimon?
No, what? No, why in the world?
I thought you got, I don't know, maybe you got Cyber Sleuth? That's a good game.
For a second, I thought you said maybe you got cyber sleuthed, like some shit went down and...
No, I would straight up say I'm going to the digital world. No, I've been playing a little bit of VR. I've been playing Res Infinite, which is amazing. Like, I've heard a lot of people say, like, hey, playing this game in VR really, like, recontextualizes it in a way, like, you never would have really expected it. And just having that full free movement of being able to see all around me in a way you could never do in Res before is cool. It's amazing. I honestly really enjoy it. It's my favorite VR game so far. And I'm like I'm still in like the first 2 chapters of it, but it's Res. I've played Res. I just have to play the rest of it to unlock the like new mode, the Area X that is supposed to be extremely good. But I'll get to that. I'll follow you up on that. I also played God, what is it called? I have to look on the site to see what it's called. We recorded a video, our first VR video.
Oh, Christ.
The Ride the Rails of Air Force Special Ops Nightfall. Which is...
What a name.
I think you should go and watch this video yourself just so you can see exactly what it is. But it is a piece of military propaganda I found on the PlayStation Store that is free. You should go check out that
I hope
video.
it's free.
It is, yeah. Yeah. That's all the new stuff I've been playing for the most part.
Okay. Anything else been going on with you?
Just a little busy. I'm actually getting fewer hours at work, so I'll be able to be around to do more stuff on the site.
Sure.
I know I've been a little absent, especially on podcasts, which sucks because I've had so much to talk about, and now it's all gone.
Well,
yeah,
that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, I like cookies. All right, yeah, that's
we
me.
all do. Thank you, Rose. What's up?
Hey, I don't remember if I've been on since June 20th.
Probably not.
That's a really
Probably not.
specific date.
Yeah.
I know exactly why it's that specific date, Rose.
Yeah, so I've
Tell
been
us about
playing...
Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. Did I get the name right?
You did get the name right. Good job.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been playing a lot of that, obviously, because expansions for MMO are big. They're very big, and there's a lot to do. And I've been playing a lot of it. And once the first raid tier comes out in a week or so, I'm going to start writing a review of it. Because you generally have to wait for online-only games like that. You kind of have to wait for all the staggered release to come out. Mm-hmm. So that'll be the last bit for things. But I've been enjoying it. I became a samurai instead of being a ninja. After being a ninja for 4 years. Because I decided that I like swords more. And that's been fun. Because samurai is... to give you... For those who don't play MMOs, there's DPS. That's damage per second. That's the role that does a lot of damage. And samurai does a lot of damage. A lot. They're... let's say 0.5 times better than every other damage dealer. So that's pretty fun to do. And also, from a gameplay perspective, every single class in the game has changed. Because they did a soft reboot for the battle system. And now there's bars on the screen and stuff like that you fill up and you do weird shit with that. Ugh. And that's kind of hit or miss. But for the most part, you get to do cool things. Ninja gets to summon a frog like Naruto. It's like Naruto.
Like Naruto.
Yeah, just like Naruto. And, there's also... What is another example? Summoners get to just summon Bahamut. You know Bahamut from the Final Fantasy? The big dragon?
Yeah, Final Fantasy Naruto. I love that one.
Mm-hmm. No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, Bahamut is classic. Ugh.
Yeah.
You get to summon him, and he does a giant beam, a laser beam.
Ooh.
And that's cool. And there's just a lot of little stuff. It's hard for me to explain it from if you knew Final Fantasy, you'd get oh wow, this change is crazy. But for the most part, it's just it's more of the same, but the same is good.
It's polished.
Yeah, it's polished, exactly. There's a new, entire sequence of events, the big bosses, basically, that are all just Final Fantasy V, and then you fight the Final Fantasy V final boss at the end of it.
Sure.
And that's pretty cool. And there's just, what I've always liked about Final Fantasy XIV is they have, a lot of little things going on, you can get little, pets, right? The pets that follow you around. And you can get one for the final boss of Final Fantasy V. And there's also, a turtle minion they added a while back or whatever. It's a little turtle that will follow you around. And if you have the final boss of Final Fantasy V and the turtle, next to each other, they just start fighting. Because the turtle I guess, fought the final boss of Final Fantasy V in that game. So they just, start fighting. There's just a lot of little touches that I like, and the music, as always, is pretty good. I don't know. You'll get more when I do the dang review, which will make more sense.
Of course.
Other than that, just know that's enjoyable. If you like Final Fantasy XIV, you're probably already playing the Stormblood, so you don't need me to tell you that you should play it, but it is good. I think it's good.
Have you been playing anything else?
Yeah. What was I doing? Kingdom Hearts 1 sucks still, by the way. Okay. I played that again. That game sucks. Like, I love Kingdom Hearts. And I played, I mentioned this on the podcast forever ago. The, what's it called? 2.8 final chapter prologue. That was good.
Yeah, that bullshit.
Kingdom Hearts 1 sucks. Like, from every angle, you're just running into this game where, like, enemies will stun lock you constantly, but you can't stun lock them. And, like, you die in 3 hits. Or, here's a boss that just their attack is that they do an attack that hits everything that's hit on the ground. Guess who's on the ground at all times? Donald and Goofy, the stupid motherfuckers. And then they just die. And then you're left alone as this little kid fighting, I don't know, Maleficent the dragon, right? And just like, oh, cool. Wish Donald and Goofy were here. Let me raise them. And then I raise them. And then the dragon does the stomp again. And oh, there goes Donald again.
I mean, he's a very fragile duck.
He is, but he's also a healer, and you would wish that he would heal himself.
He cares about you so much, Rose, and
no, he doesn't. All he cares about is Goofy. He keeps healing Goofy over and over again, and it's like, who's the main character that dies as a game over? That's me.
Shameful.
But yeah,
I can't believe that you're saying this about Donald and Goofy.
Listen, Goofy's fine, but those motherfuckers, I got to the final dungeon of that game, and I forgot, like, there's a sequence where, like, the other kid comes in and he takes the Keyblade from you or whatever, and then he's using the Keyblade, and Donald and Goofy are just like, well, that sucks, Sora, bye, we're gonna go after that kid instead. Like, fuck you. And it's like, wow, thanks, buddies. Glad we did this.
Yeah, I remember that, and then, like, fucking Beast from Beauty and the Beast just shows up and he's like, I'm fucked up.
Exactly. And he's like, oh, my wife's in there. Oh,
my wife.
Sora's like, right. That's great. And
what a fucking mess of a game. Yeah, that's about how far I got. Like, I got to the Maleficent fight, and then I was just like, oh, this fucking blows, and I stopped playing it.
It's just bad, and I would stop right now and just go to Kingdom Hearts 2, which is a good as hell game. But I'm playing the whole series for my girlfriend who has never seen Kingdom Hearts, so I have to finish it.
No. I'm sorry.
Rose, you should just, like, pull up a YouTube video of the ending and just be like...
I'm almost at that point.
Just start, like, clacking on your controller and be like, oh, I'm doing so good, look at this. Like,
see, the worst part of it all was that there is a couple bosses in the game that were infamously just annoying, but had, like, an exploit in the original release. Like Ursula, the Ursula fight where you fight her and she's big. It had an exploit where you could just go behind her head and hit her. So... obviously, the developers would get mad that you did that, so they redesigned it in the final mix version so that she's constantly spinning around over and over again, and you can't go to the back of her head. And also, she does an attack that just is a homing lightning bolt that knocks you out of whatever combo you're doing, like, every 20 seconds.
If they're remixing it, why wouldn't they just design it to be good?
No, she's spinning, Scott. It is better. It's more challenging.
It's the Dark Souls of Kingdom Hearts. I got it. I get it. I understand it now.
The final mix is the mix up that you get when you see Ursula spinning around.
It's like mixing it. They're trying to make it the final time you put in the game every time, basically.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I'm just excited to play Kingdom Hearts 2. I was thinking, should I play Chain of Memories? Do y'all know what Chain of Memories is?
Yes.
Bad game is what it is. I don't know why they thought, let's make Kingdom Hearts, keep it the same way, but instead of pressing attack button, you have to press the attack button and hope that the card is the right card to let you attack right? Oh.
Well, they did the same thing with fucking Metal Gear. Like, they had a fucking ladder climbing card or whatever the fuck.
God. But yeah, I was like, oh, should I play Chain of Memories? And then I thought about it for like a hot second and said, no, No, I shouldn't play Chain of Memories, actually.
What? Why did they do that with, like, a couple of games? They did that with
I don't know.
Kingdom Hearts, it was Metal Gear. Were there other ones? Because, like, I mean, Bat and Kaido, like, I don't remember if Bat and Kaido's came out around that time, but, like, for fuck's sake. And then there was that other game that, like, Michael, you mentioned it to me not that long ago, that, like, From Software game.
Oh, I do not remember the name.
It's like Abyss something, I don't remember.
It was not Abyss. I'll look it up.
Okay. But, no, yeah, like, there's a couple of those games that are basically just like that, and...
I don't... Like, do you think it was like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Boom, and they were like, oh, man... I don't know if that would have been the Yu-Gi-Oh! Boom.
If
Lost Kingdoms.
Lost Kingdoms, there you go.
Yeah.
But, like, if it was the Yu-Gi-Oh! Booms, then, like, they would just put out cards, like...
You know what's cheaper than producing a lot of fucking cards in a factory? Making a card game on a video game.
Yeah.
Especially for Chain of Memories, where it's literally just Kingdom Hearts 1 assets, like, reused completely with not even, like,
Well, it was originally a Game Boy Advance
That's true,
game, right?
It was a Game Boy Advance game, actually, so... And that, like, did require some work, I guess, but...
Yeah, well, whatever.
It's a bad game, who cares? Ugh.
But it's canon, Rose, if you're really gonna show your girlfriend the full
here's
lore.
what I'm gonna do. Someone made Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories the movie, and I'm just gonna watch that instead, because that's better. You know what's fucked up? Is there's... On that disc, they have, like, Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2, the movie, like, just on the collection... Where they just...
Well, yeah, because they couldn't get the, like...
3DS, the DS game to be like...
Yeah. Same thing with fucking Dream Drop Distance on the 2.5 or whatever disc.
No, that one they did make into a game. It's the Recoded is the other one that they did that too.
No, yeah. I thought that they, like, that they up-resed or they did a remake thing for that one for the 2.8 release, though, I think?
What, Dream Drop Distance?
Yeah,
no, they did, yeah. No, but I thought you meant, like, is it a full game or not? Because it is a full game. Like,
you know what? I'm gonna be honest with everyone listening and everyone on this podcast right now. I'm not 100% sure which video game I'm talking about right now, so I think we need to move on.
Yeah,
okay. I agree.
Yeah, I hated that.
I was just gonna say that the fucking copyright for Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2, the movie, prevents you from streaming it over the PSN. It's the only bit of that collection, and I don't know why.
I couldn't tell you. Rose, did you play anything else?
I feel like there was something else. I bought Hollow Knight, which I've played a little bit of before on my friend's copy, and I'm looking forward to playing that, but I'm waiting because they're updating it in July. But that's a good game. I can tell you that right now. I'll tell you that for free.
There you go. I mean, this whole podcast is free, so...
That's... Shit. Alright, yeah.
So far.
Get to the premium bits already. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, here we go. Here's one premium bit. Michael, how are you doing?
Yeah, bling bling. I'm premium.
Oof.
How you're not exactly living up to it right now. Why don't you talk about what you've been up to? Why don't you shut the
fuck up? How's that premium for you?
That's what the people want.
That's what the people want. Yeah, I'll give them what they want. My fist in John Machonsky's face.
Ooh.
$5 a ticket.
What have you been up to, Michael?
Thinking about punching you in the face.
Other than that.
That's all I can think about.
Fair enough. Same with everyone else on this godforsaken website. What else? What's been going on, though?
Don't lie. I've been playing those video games.
Which ones?
I bet I'm going to give everyone one guess of the video game that I've been playing and will now talk about. So let's start with John. Give me your guess.
I'm like 95% sure I know exactly what it is because I see you playing it on Steam all the time.
All right, what is it?
Project High Rise?
I talked about that last week, so that's why you're not premium. Scott, your turn.
Kingdom Hearts 356.
No, I actually
over
love
2.
myself, so that's not it. Rose.
Hey, well, I guess you're not wrong. I don't actually know. I've seen you playing a game on Steam all the time, but I don't know what it is.
Well, no, it's
Overwatch. There you go.
I haven't been
You're
playing
playing on
Overwatch.
Steam. All right. Hey.
You are all wrong, though. I haven't been playing on Steam. I've been playing Mad Max on my PS4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I've heard good things.
It was like $7 on sale when they have that. I assume that sale's over now.
Yeah, it is.
I just saw it, and I remember hearing not great things about it, and not terrible things about it. I remember hearing that it was pretty middling. It's got, I think, like a 68 on Metacritic, so it's pretty low in terms of ratings. So I kind of expected just an open world that you could kind of tinker around in. And I've only gotten through the first little bit, like the bunch of tutorial stuff, and so far I'm actually really enjoying it. It's got some flaws to it. You know, it's set in the Mad Max universe. It has nothing to do with the movies other than you are dark-haired, handsome man with car, and everything is a desert, and there are crazy people who like gasoline and water a lot. So it's like Waterworld, but the opposite. And you lose your car within the first scene, and then you meet a guy named Chum Bucket, and you rescue a puppy, and you go to build the new car, and that's all I've really gotten through to, is that, and the first stage is like teaching you, hey, you're gonna go around and hit other cars with your car, but really, really hard. But it has some neat stuff in it. Like there are bases you have to take over, and the way you do that is you go and scout the base. You find the defenses. So if there is like a sniper tower, you drive up to that sniper tower, and if you can't drive through it, you shoot a harpoon into it and then drive away and drag the tower with you.
Nice.
If they have like a flamethrower that's protecting the base, you shoot the fuel tank and it blows up. If they have a gate, you ram your fucking car into that gate until that gate is no longer there.
Hell yeah, you do.
So it's got like neat ideas in it. It's just a shame that it's just Batman combat, which every single designer out there who's making a game, please stop. Just don't put that in there anymore.
Who made that game? Was it
Mad Max?
Yeah.
Avalanche.
Oh wait, yeah, that was Avalanche. Was that with WB or just?
It was, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I was gonna say, is it just a WB thing that they like make them make Batman combat?
Kinda, yeah.
Like,
I'm sure that was maybe a part of it, or part of the deal, or them working with them of like, here, we have people who can tell you how to make hand-to-hand combat real good. But it's... I get why it's in there. Like, Mad Max can't really have a lot of ammo. He can't just be dumping. And neither can his enemies. His enemies have never had that. So he's got to be able to do something. So he punches people real hard. And they do add like a little fury mode where if your combo gets high enough, in Batman you would have to hit like X and circle, and you would then kick the guy real hard. In this one he like suplexes him, or fucking just picks him up and just throws him down, or breaks his kneecap, and it's like, yeah, all right, that's a pretty good. I would call that fury. But it's if that's what I'm going to be doing in that game a lot, like when I go into bases, when I'm not driving around empty deserts, that's probably not enough to string me along for however long that game is. But it's nice to sit down and just fucking, I'm going to drive around and run into things and destroy things and try not to die. And that's my goal. Done. So that's actually the only game I've been playing. I've been playing some more Overwatch. I've been playing some more Project High Rise, which talked about last week. I think, probably, who knows? And that's about it. I've tinkered around with some other stuff, but nothing major. So that's it. I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That was your premium minute.
Yeah, it was.
Now we go back to the
so-
fucking cardboard boxes.
Yeah,
Skid Row.
We're going back to Side of the Road Junction.
Yep. Why do they call the side of the road a junction? It's just the side of the fucking road. I don't know. Here's John Machatsky.
Hello. So I have been playing some dumb things.
Yay! Anime. Right?
All right, you want me to talk about anime?
No, fucking no. I'm sorry. No. Go back to video games. Go back to video games.
Too bad. I mean, it's an anime video game.
So I was right.
I forget. Yeah. I forget if I talked about this.
So what is it?
So I've been playing the Fate Grand Order game.
Oh, good.
That's too bad.
On the mobile devices.
Great.
I think you maybe mentioned it last week.
All right, I'll go into more detail because I've been playing. Look, when I'm laying in bed
Yeah.
and I'm trying to wake up in the morning or I'm falling asleep,
Tell me more.
and I'm just like feeling absolutely miserable with myself, as I am to do. I boot up Fate Grand Order.
Yeah.
And I look at those numbers.
Ooh.
I look at the numbers on my characters, and I'm like,
The numbers. Yep.
What kind of
I'm like,
numbers?
attack, health,
See,
defense.
That was a 69 setup.
Well, none of them are level 69 yet.
I
I'm
was
only at
thinking
like level
bra
20.
size is what I was thinking, Michael.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm not that dirty. Come on.
You said 69.
What? That's a nice, wholesome, round number. Whenever someone says 69, everyone is so positive. They just say nice.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
very
nice.
positive
Nice.
number.
Uh-huh.
It's not lewd.
Okay. You
like
got
your-
me here, yep.
Yeah, it's not lewd like your tit sizes. Come on.
Oh,
Jeez. Anyways, what other blood
Anyway.
types?
That's probably something I could look up,
Yeah.
but I don't know yet.
Oh.
So anyway, it's one of those like mobage games. I mean, we've talked about like the Fire Emblem game on
Yes,
here
we
before.
have.
It's a lot like that, except it's not a turn-based strategy game like Fire Emblem is. It's just like a pretty standard RPG, except it's also kind of a card battler, which, you know, we're really treading new ground here, folks. Basically what it is that you have 3 characters on your team, and then depending on what kind of cards they have, like each character specializes in something. Like, for example, there are characters called sabers, and they are basically just like characters with swords. And so they have a lot of like skill-based abilities. So that corresponds to the blue skill card. But then they also will have they'll have 3 of those type of cards, and then like 1 green card and 1 red card. But then like berserkers have a bunch of red cards because those are power cards.
I hate
but then
this.
they only have like 1 or blue or 1 green.
I hate this.
And then you randomly draw from your deck every turn,
Bad.
and then you set up like combos, and you fight your enemies, and that's all it is.
That's all it is, huh?
I mean, there's also a very horribly translated, and I mean probably very poorly written in the first place, story mode that's really bad. That's about like some kind of fucking weird like time travel thing where like this dude who looks like he was drawn with somebody's ass got like really angry about something, and then he's like, I'm going to stop the future from happening by going to the past and making all these fights happen. And then you're like, no, we have to stop the fights.
Did they mention
go
the
back-
mana in that game?
They do not.
No, that's too bad.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know that much about Fate stuff.
I know too much.
I know that it's in the same universe as Melty Blood, which makes it
I did not know that.
yeah, so that makes it slightly better than whatever you're talking about. I'm sorry, Rose, but Melty Blood makes everything better.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
How does it compare to the last big mobile release that you played, WWE Supercard?
Well, this is definitely not the we just talked about the Fire Emblem game. so I don't want to lie. But it's definitely better than WWE Supercard because it's not just like mindless banter and shit. So I guess
That's
what I'm
insane.
saying is that Fate Grand Order is a 5-star game. Then.
It would have to be because you gave WWE Supercard such a glowing review.
Exactly. I'm just gonna reiterate for everyone who doesn't know. Look, I hadn't really played that many mobile games before I played WWE Supercard, so like the fact that it like worked kind of blew me away.
I don't think I've ever enjoyed a mobile gaming experience before this. Most of the time, I feel like phone games are too basic for me or too complicated to be played on a single touchscreen device. But WWE Supercards finds a happy medium that I quickly fell in love with. You can figuratively play this game without touching it, but it's best if you go hands-on.
Speaking of hands-on, have you seen some of the Fate Go characters? Because I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, is this one?
Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop.
I actually drew her in my first role, and
I'm really glad.
she fucking sucks.
To describe it for those listening, it's a lady not wearing much clothing with very wide hips and badonkadonks up front.
She's wearing a G-string under her panties.
I think the thing that gets me
lewd.
is like
Come on.
the top half of her shirt she has, and then the entire bottom half is gone.
Yeah. It's like she said, like, I want to make sure when I get into battle, my entire midsection is just gonna get stabbed to shit.
I just want to make sure they know how strong I am.
Yeah, she fucking sucks. I got rid of her almost immediately.
Okay, good.
How do you pronounce that name? Boudica? Boudica?
I'm assuming
Boubica?
Boubica.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's Boudica or something like that, because it's Roman.
It's kind of making it sound like a Star Wars pod racer, I'm not gonna lie.
God.
But no, yeah, I mean, that's just what I do sometimes, and I don't know, it's fine.
Hey, whatever gets you through the day, my man.
Why is she wearing two different underwears as outerwear? Like,
Please, let's move on.
I don't understand it.
Let's move on, please.
Yeah, and then on the opposite side of things that I'm from things that I'm ashamed of to things that I'm happy about. So I had a pretty wild experience during the Steam Summer Sale.
Ooh.
I very randomly got sent like 100 cards, like trading cards.
Oh, wow.
And I sold them all over the sale, and I got like $8 out of it.
Nice.
So I ended up buying 2 games. One of them I haven't played yet. I got the Stanley Parable, which I haven't played yet.
It's a good-ass game. You should really play that.
It's a very good game.
I will, but I also got Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People.
Wait, hold on.
That's
Pump
an
the
alright.
brakes. Hit the brakes.
Yes.
That is not all. You bought another game.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No.
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
I thought that John was hiding something, and now it just seems like John doesn't know.
It was 99 cents.
Am I getting gaslit right now?
It was 99 cents. Did you not buy that game?
Shit.
You said you did, and we were going to play it together.
Oh, no, I most certainly did not purchase that game, Michael. Fuck you.
Fucker.
What?
What is it called?
Michael was trying to get me to buy Brink, and...
No, hold on. Hold on.
Oh shit! No, okay, no, wait, no,
Yes.
you're right. I did buy that. I did buy that.
Brink was $1.99, totally worth the price, by the way.
You're right. I
The
did
game I
buy
was
this.
talking about was only 99 cents, and it was...
Monday Night Combat.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize. I thought you were talking about Brink.
To be fair, I'm usually talking about Brink, so
Yeah.
I'm not punching the air.
At least 3 people in this podcast own Brink, so
I own it twice.
nice.
I
I
never
did too.
owned it.
Good for us.
Someone stole my copy for the Xbox
Someone
360.
stole it?
I don't know why.
They couldn't sell that. Like, you can't flip Brink. Like,
You don't sell it, you play it. It's the game of a generation.
oh yeah, they just really wanted to play it and they couldn't afford it themselves. $6 was a really high barrier to entry for them, and, you know.
Sometimes you need the Brink.
So I've been playing Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People. I got through the first episode.
What do you think?
I mean, I remember I got the first episode of it when I was like, well, when it first came out on the Wii, and I was in like fucking middle school at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was like super into Homestar Runner. Like, obviously I still really love it, but I was like watching Strong Bad emails like every fucking day. Like, I was like quoting it in fucking class like a goon. But I only actually ended up playing like the first episode because that was like the only one that I could afford.
Mm-hmm.
But now I have all of them, and I played through the first episode, and like it's fine. Like, the lines are still like just as funny. Like, it's more Homestar Runner content. They make the references that you want them to without going like too hard on it. Like, you know, there's a Teen Girl Squad comic creator that's pretty funny. There's like references to like all the like dumb songs Strong Bad sings, and like all this just stupid shit that you expect from Homestar Runner that I absolutely love. And yeah, like, I'm really happy that I'm finally getting to play all of them, you know? Like, it was a hole in my like Homestar Runner fandom that I haven't been able to fill until now, and it's really cool that I'm able to do that now. And you know, I mean, it is a thing for fans of Homestar Runner. Like, it is a very basic point and click adventure game. So don't go to it expecting anything like that crazy or like even that funny unless you know Homestar Runner. Like, if you don't, you're just going to be like, who's this character? Why is this character acting like this? What's supposed to be funny? But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I've been playing. You know, I guess I'll talk about Stanley Parable next week once I play that.
Hell yeah, you will.
All right, let's move on to news. Michael, would you like to bring us in?
News. Dota. That's a game. It's actually Dota 2. There's been 2 of them.
So far.
Are you saying Dota 1 isn't a game?
Technically, it's not. It's just a mod.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, okay, so now we're drawing the line. I see how it is.
Yeah. Dota 2 is pretty big, but there have been some issues with the way the tournaments are structured. The majors are structured. Some of that was due to separate weird issues, and some of that was very much due to how Valve did not structure the way the seasons, the tournaments were all set up. That's going to be changed. With like 6 weeks left to the International, Valve has announced that they are going to start redoing the way players qualify for things like the International and certain majors, and the way teams can qualify, and the way that you, let's say, the common everyday tournament organizer, runs things. So, to start off, players will now earn points for how well they do in any given tournament. Those points will add to a team's overall points, and teams that make a certain amount or above a minimum will then get automatic invites to the International, let's say. That kind of changes the way they just used to arbitrarily invite the top teams, but who's to say it's the top team? You know, a record doesn't necessarily denote how good you are, because you might just play shitty teams and be undefeated. So this is a good way of saying, look, we won this tournament, we won this tournament, we won this tournament, we have this many points, we're good. Now, Dota is also known, and esports are also known for like shifting players. So this will be a good opportunity because only the top 3 players count. So if you shift a player mid-season and they don't have a ton of points or they haven't been playing, it's fine. They don't count to your overall total. there's also now, I assume this was in place before, but I saw that there is actually an end date to where you can't keep switching players a certain period of time before a big international or major. The other big change is what is an international, what is a major, and what is a minor. Majors now have to have a prize of over $500,000. Anything under will not be considered a major, and Valve will match that. So automatically, majors are $1 million tournaments, all of them. And then a minor will be. They didn't say anything under $500,000. They said anything around $150,000. So, and they also said they would match that. So they weren't clear on what exactly makes a minor and not quite a major. But they also, both of them, have to have teams from every denoted Dota region. So you have to have teams from around the world, and you have to have a prize pool of a certain amount of money. And that kind of makes Dota interesting, at least to me, as someone who did play Dota a little bit and would occasionally watch it as an esport. Knowing that I could watch a team and see if they make it, kind of like, you would watch a baseball team or a basketball team, see if they can make it to the playoffs. That makes the actual road to the international more interesting than this team got arbitrarily picked because they're good. So that's actually a lot of exciting changes coming to Dota. I may actually start watching it again, but probably not, but who knows. So that's it.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Scott, would you like to do yours now?
There's a new Overwatch character, and I hate them because they're a bad guy.
Oh, wow. Taking the real, They're just as good as you, okay? They're a human being.
You have to boo the heels. That's how you
true.
that's how you get support behind the faces. Doomfist is here and is a big man with a big hand, and he is ready to punch you, the player. He is out on the PTR right now, and it is the character that has been data mined and found and just hinted at for close to when the game launched.
I think more than that, honestly. There was the posters over Nimbani, in the beta period and stuff like that.
Yeah. They, those wacky folks over at Blizzard put out a trailer for Doomfist that was very anime. Just straight up an animated trailer, where he breaks out of prison using his own fists. And now he's in the game. He is a new character that'll be rolling out soon, and it is a frontline offensive hero that is melee focused, and it looks pretty cool. First off, for the basic weapon, he's got his right hand's a very big punchy hand, but his left hand, now that's got something special. That didn't go neglected. He's got Wolverine, you know how Wolverine has talons? It's what if instead of that, it was a gun? It's just a gun.
Yeah, alright.
Oh, you read comics. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
God.
So he's got a hand cannon thing in his other hand, which serves as his primary range weapon. And he's got a couple other things also. He's got a bunch of abilities that are very movement focused. He's got a lunge forward that is just a punch, just a punching lunge. He's got another slam similar to Winston's where he jumps high in the air. He doesn't jump as high as Winston, but when he lands, he does a slam that actually brings people closer to him, presumably to punch them. He also has a rising Shoryuken uppercut, which is kind of it maybe brings the idea of juggling to Overwatch in a way I didn't quite think was possible, but here we are.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I saw some of it in action, and I saw players actually using that uppercut and charge and stuff to move around the map and just basically fly through the air in ways other characters couldn't. And it was it's pretty neat. It's a very interesting character. The ultimate is we've watched footage of it and we can't tell quite yet if it's like while he's up in the air, he does a big leap, goes all the way up in the air while he's up in the air, if he's vulnerable or not. We're not quite sure about that yet. We'll see how that pans out, but he just lands and slams down on enemies in a big circle. And it looks like closer to the center will deal more damage, and outside of it will like knock enemies back. And he's got another small like passive ability where dealing damage with any of his other abilities will gain him shields for a short period of time. So it's like a risk-reward kind of thing of, just getting in there and like doing damage rewards you with more longevity. And that's interesting. It looks like a really cool character concept that, basically none of the other ones, especially not even any of the other melee characters like Genji or Reinhardt, like have toyed around with. It's cool. It's interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Rose, would you like to share your news story?
Sure. So Anime Expo was this past week.
This was.
The 2017 edition, because it's 2017. And, it's kind of becoming more of like the E3 for anime, honestly. Like recently, like they've been announcing like straight up just anime there. Like not just like, oh, this is coming to the West, but like, hey, like Trigger announced like 3 anime or something like that, like while they were there, and there were a couple like other weird. It's interesting to see that grow. But Bandai Namco specifically announced a couple games that are coming to the West, which include Little Witch Academia game, which is now on Netflix as well. They announced that like last month in Famitsu, and people were like, "Oh, this isn't going to come to the West," because like most anime games, just unless it's Naruto, it doesn't really come over. But this is coming out to the West, like, and more interesting on Steam and PS4 next year. And they're bringing the Dot Hack HD collection, the game about MMOs that was on the PS2. They're like doing a full remaster of it with like a bunch of features and stuff like that, kind of like the FF12 one that's coming out this month.
Nice.
But for like 3 of them. Yeah?
That's really cool because those games are like crazy expensive.
Yeah, like super.
Yeah, like that's cool. But the thing that people are upset about is, I guess that collection is going to be digital only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
whatever.
Weird, but like, yeah, like that's kind of like a niche game, like a very like cult classic style thing, I think, where it's like, it makes sense that that's probably all they could afford to do.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to translate a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy that they're doing that at all.
But it's cool because that's also going to be on PC. It's not just going to be on PS4 like it is in Japan. It's also going to be on Steam, and you'll be able to get it, which is interesting. It's good to see that game because that game, they haven't had like a game in 10 years almost, I think, for that series. So the creators, when they announced, they were like, oh yeah, we're doing a soft reboot, kind of. But our soft reboot means we're just re-releasing the games because nobody's fucking playing them because no one can buy them. Because who has a PS2 lying around and also like $90?
Yeah.
For one of them.
Yeah, for one of them. Exactly. So that's interesting to see, and it's good to see because I've been interested in the Dot Hack games for a while. I know a couple people who always say that they're really good. So we'll find out about that next
I played
week.
one of them.
Oh, which one? Do you remember?
I don't know, but I know it wasn't the first one, and I was extremely confused.
Yeah,
but,
that sounds about right.
It was a cool little RPG. It taught me a lot about MMOs that I didn't know.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for that too. But other than that, the only other announcement I can think of is, the Netflix Castlevania series.
Yeah.
They announced, at like, right after the Castlevania panel where they were talking about it coming out, they're making an Assassin's Creed, to put it in the creators' words, anime series?
Uh-huh.
By the same people, but with Ubisoft as well, and I don't think they know what anime means, but that's okay. But that'll be something, I'm sure. They didn't say what it'll be about, but they're making an Assassin's Creed animation series. So, look forward to that.
What if it was just like Western animation circa the 90s, like fucking Street Sharks?
Yeah, like...
Give me that Assassin's Creed.
Alright, sure. Like TMNT, but like...
Give me gargoyles.
Sure.
Japanimation, thank you.
It would have been worse if he called it that, because it would be even...
Yeah.
Oy. Alright, we got one last bit of news here. It's a little weird, but, you know. So, once games come out on PC, something that, the creators have to be a little, on top of, is, data miners. You know, people digging around the files, trying to find, hints for future things. So King of Fighters 14 is one such game that got ported to Steam, and, a data miner dug around the files and found some, what seems to be files for future DLC characters and some other things. You know, they're gonna have, like, more costumes and more stages. But as for the characters, here are the characters that are going to be coming to KOF 14 in the future. Oswald. Y'all remember Oswald?
Oh yeah, from Epic Mickey.
Yeah. Jubei Yamada. I don't remember Jubei Yamada. Hydern. I remember Hydern. He's from
Hydern?
He's from what's that game called?
Are
Shit.
you just making these up?
Yeah, like I was about to ask. Like,
I'm absolutely not. Hydern's from fucking what's that game? It's SNK shooter, not Metal Slug. It's the like top-down one.
Just move on.
Okay.
Just move on.
Yeah, okay. Blue Mary. I know Blue Mary. She's from, like, Fatal Fury. Shingo Yabuki, Hinako. Some dude named Sissel, who's not the guy from Ghost Trick. And then 4 other characters that have not been, like, that don't have any names attached to them. So, there's that. None of them are Duck King, though, so I don't give a flying fuck. You know?
Are you making?
Right.
Did you make one of those up? Right, one of them.
No, absolutely not. None of them.
Duck King, is he made up?
No,
All right,
I love Duck King. He's the best.
someone has to.
So let's move on to questions, Michael, if you would.
You can send questions in to podcast@videogamechoochoo.com if you like those emails. If you don't like those emails, you go over to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. That spells ask, because you can ask questions. Like these questions, ask questions that question. First one in comes from John, and John says, as someone who hates iOS Android gaming, WWE Supercards made me start singing a different tune, and that's the bottom line.
Can you climb out of my ass right now?
My favorite thing about this review is that you call it WWE Supercards, and it is WWE Supercard, one word. That's my favorite thing about that review. Anyways, we can go on to the real questions, like Anonymous, who asks, hey guys, what is the craziest PUBG match you've played? Since Scott's the only one who could really answer this, but if anyone has like matches they've seen, and they've seen crazy shit, feel free to answer. Because the craziest one I saw just this week, where a dude was shooting another guy, and they were shooting back and forth, and they were playing squads, and he was pinned down, and he was asking, like, where are you? And his friend jumped a car off a hill onto a house's roof, got out, and then saw the 3 guys who were shooting his buddy, and just took him out from on top of the roof.
wow.
That's pretty solid.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. I've had a lot of crazy games. I think the most recent was one I didn't actually play a lot of, but I wound up spectating. Me and some friends decided to drop near Primorsk, which is, I think it's the one, although I don't remember if that's the right one, but we dropped to the town that's like way to the right of the map, and we had like a squad a little bit away from us right when we dropped. And then, like, no one has anything yet. I'm immediately running to the first warehouse I can see, and then I just hear a buggy coming up right behind me. It's just like, that other squad just immediately said, fuck it, tried to come over to us before anything else could happen, tried to run me over. I literally jump. I jump and manage to get out of the way of it. And then, like, I just keep running to the warehouse. The two people from the buggy are running after me, trying to punch me to death. And then, like, I managed to corner one of them, but then their friend came up with a shotgun and blew me away and killed me before anything else could happen in the game. After that, the rest of my team, like, experienced a weird, like, Lynchian version of PUBG that I have never seen before in my life, where everything was just wild in a way that it shouldn't have been. Like, when they managed to clear out that group of people, it finished at a bar where one of my friends was like, they were hiding behind the bar, and one of my friends was like, "Can you make me a martini?" And they were like, "No martinis right now." So my friends ran up and killed them. But they managed to survive, the three of them, totally fine. They start heading out after they get geared up as best they can. They manage to find some houses, and when they get there, they realize all the houses have been, like, looted already, and then they hear a motorcycle. And it is just one person in this motorcycle goes up to a hill overlooking that town, and just gets off the motorcycle, stands on top of the hill, and just starts opening fire on them. And no one has, like, any scopes or anything, so they can't really fight back. But one of my friends, like, in a house that's already been looted, manages to find a Scar with a shitload of ammo. And no scope, too, by the way, still using iron sights, manages to headshot the guy while he's hiding behind his motorcycle. So,
poor guy. Poor motorcycle man.
That guy was, like, a champion. He did not give a shit. He wanted to just, like, take it to us. So, my friends keep heading out. They get to a couple houses. Which have also been occupied. But there are a couple cars. One of the cars is downturned. And there are just, like, those crates where dead bodies were, just sitting out in the open. And they're, like, cautious as hell, because, like, this is an unusual scene where there are just, like, a bunch of cars, and then just, like, a bunch of crates, where, like, a bunch of dead bodies, basically, and they managed to find a shitload of good gear off those people. And, like, right after that, they're like, okay, we need to just take one of these cars and drive away. They get in one of the cars, it's completely out of gas. They get into another car, it's also completely out of gas. There was, like, 3 or 4 cars there that had no gas in them whatsoever. And they, like, after that, like, there was no one at that place. No. There was someone at that place. One of my other friend who was, like, covering them from on top of the hill, like, looked over behind the house where they were, like, looting and stuff, like, looting from the dead bodies, and just a white sedan just drives away. Like, there were still people there, and they did not notice that shit at all. Or did, and decided the best course of action was just to run away. So, eventually they wound up in a forest. They got really, really, really deep in, and then, like, they just, like, saw so many people just hiding out in so many different places, and then eventually, like, one of them finally found them. They had to fight back. They didn't have any other course of any other option. And then as soon as gunfire starts happening, fire from all around the circle just, like, immediately went to their location, and they got gunned down by every single squad. It was awful. Yeah, it was brutal. It was a wild game.
All right. Next question comes in from Anonymous, who just asks, we know that Wario prefers biker fashion. What kind of clothes would Waluigi wear on his off hours?
Polo shirts.
Yeah.
Just polo shirts. I mean, he loves tennis. He loves golf. What do you see people who love those do? They wear polo shorts.
I feel like when he's sitting around the house, he's in his boxers and like a shitty band t-shirt, like a Van Halen shirt or something. That's just like a little too old. It'll got like one too many holes in it.
Overalls, really dirty overalls, nothing else.
And just I was gonna ask, like just overalls. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. John, you got any?
No, I think y'all hit the nail on the head.
All right, overalls it is. Shoeless asks... Oh, wait, no, I skipped one. Sorry. Anonymous asks, I've been watching a playthrough of Killer 7 and wondered what John felt about this early work of Suda, since he loves No More Heroes so much.
So, I actually don't... I haven't played that much of Killer 7, but from what I've played, I didn't like it. I know that's sacrilege. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Killer 7 is this masterpiece, but I think it's way too abstract for its own good. It's trying too hard at times.
I'm cracking my knuckle. No.
And I don't know. I think Suda does a much better job when he's like really setting out to like say something or like is trying to explore a character more than like a concept. Because like Suda's best stories are the ones where it's more about like a character, where it's about Travis Touchdown or Garcia Hotspur and not this big concept.
Sure.
That's my opinion, anyway.
Okay. I've never even touched Killer. I don't think I've ever played a Suda game.
It's a very interesting game.
Name other Suda games.
Lollipop Chainsaw.
Nope.
First one that came to my head.
I played Let It Die.
Sun and Rain.
I played Let It Die. That's a Suda game, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I played a Suda game.
There's also Killer is Dead.
Right.
Which isn't great.
It's like mediocre, but it's fine. I faded off, but you couldn't hear it, but I said it was fine.
Shoeless finally asks...
Wow, come on.
Took him long enough. Asks, what's next for Amiibo?
That's a really loaded question.
I mean, they're still doing it. I don't know.
They don't seem to, like... You see more of them on shelves, and I think that has to do with demand has probably plummeted from where it started, but I also think they must be selling enough that they keep making them. I think they found the sweet spot of we can't make 1,000 Animal Crossing characters, but Zelda sells real well. Let's make more of those Zelda ones.
Yeah. Demand's definitely shifted away from those really early ones that were just Smash characters to like the very specific ones that are really popular. And the newer ones tend to do better than the older ones.
I'm sure that has to do with, like, hey, the Zelda amiibo from Smash sold really well. We should make more Zelda amiibos. Hey, the Metroid one sold really well. Let's make more Metroid. Like, that's 100% what decides it.
I mean, they are doing things that line up with franchises, though. Like, they're doing a Metroid one because they're putting out Metroid games, But not every game they make gets new amiibo. So I think and also there's a difference between like you get 1, you get 2, or you get like here are 4. Also, we're gonna put out more for this game because you guys bought all these up, so we're gonna make more of them for you. I mean, I feel like they're making amiibos of things that are kind of like sure bets.
Yeah, 100%. No, that's
They've been doing amiibos for Zelda and Metroid. Like, they made an amiibo for Hey Pikmin, because Pikmin's big enough, but, like, they're not going to do an Ever Oasis amiibo. Not because they don't believe in it, but because they don't believe that the amiibos will sell, because that's not an iconic character. Like, if Ever Oasis sells really well, and then they make a sequel, then they'll make an amiibo for it, you know?
Yeah, like, they made 2 amiibos for Cloud Strife. Like, he gets 2. He gets 2 different ones.
Well, so does Bayonetta.
That's true, but Bayonetta is also one that they know people will buy.
Also, Cloud Strife, Rose.
Cloud Strife.
Also, it's not just the amiibo. It's like I don't think they're going to develop anything meaningful when it comes to Amiibo anymore. Like, there's not going to be any games that have really significant Amiibo support.
I disagree. I think it's going to be the complete opposite. I think they're going to just keep getting worse. Like, you know about the Splatoon thing, right? Like,
what's
how
the Splatoon
you need
thing?
So to unlock gear sets in that game, you need to buy an Amiibo.
Yeah, but still, that's like cosmetic. That's not like a game.
Gear set.
That's not...
No. Scott, I don't mean like a set of clothes. I mean the ability to save gear sets.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's bad.
And like Zelda was already like leaning towards that, where it's like you can do hard mode if you have the Ganon Amiibo and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. That seemed like stuff that should have been in the game already, but like I don't think they're gonna come out with like, I don't know, they might do like another cheap ass party game, but I don't know if they're still in the world of trying to develop really significant games featuring Amiibo. They never really were, honestly. But yeah, like I feel like when Toys to Life kind of dropped off after they'd already announced Amiibo and everything, they lost a lot of encouragement to maybe do more creative things with it.
Yeah, I do wonder if like we see Mario Party 11, 12. I don't know which one it is yet. I think it's 11. Yeah, okay. Like I wonder if that has Amiibo like the last one. Because I know the last one, like you had to have Amiibo to do the original Mario Party.
Oh yeah.
God.
Oh man,
but
Amiibo
a lot of these like come packed in, not default, but you can. It's not that you are going to the store and making separate purchases.
Some of them do, yes, but like the Splatoon one and the Zelda ones were not. Like those, like when they did Twilight Princess HD, that was fine because it was like, oh, you get Twilight Princess HD for $50, and here comes the Midna one, right? Like you just get that, but like. The Splatoon one, you have to go out of your way to not only buy the Splatoon Amiibo, but buy the Splatoon Amiibo 3-pack, because that's the only way they sell them. And that's like some real rotten stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they did the same thing with Amiibo Festival, where you unlocked certain stuff, or you got certain benefits from having those Amiibo with it, but it came with 2 of them. And
yeah, sure.
Like a gear set isn't... It's significant to some people, but I that's not like major. That's just shitty. I wouldn't call that debilitating. I'd call that just quirky and weird and something Nintendo would do.
Yeah, it's just like thinking about how Splatoon specifically worked and how before you had to like swap out of your lobby to change all of your gear and stuff like that, and then go through reconnecting. Oh.
Yeah, and that's stuff that they maybe patch and change, or is different with the sequel. I don't know. Amiibo are things they sell on the side. It's something Nintendo has always done. It's called merchandising. They've not been great at it in the past. Sometimes they're terrific at it, sometimes they're not. And they found this little thing that they can constantly sell. And every time you buy one, you are giving them another reason to make more. So stop buying them, please. Save me. Save me from this hell on earth. Cloud Strife is an Amiibo.
There's
Dear
2
God.
Cloud Strifes. One of them, he's wearing the Advent Children outfit.
Great.
Nendoroids are popular, Michael. That's something you need to
Nendoroids
understand.
are also better than Amiibo.
Anonymous calls in and rings up and says, now that Doomfist is out, who do y'all think, I can speak, will be the next Overwatch champion in the future? Also, if everyone on the podcast was an Overwatch hero, what would y'all's class be? Offensive, defense, support, tank, and weapon be? So we'll do the first one first. What is the next hero?
So this is fucked up that they had like that second part of that question, because I was just gonna say John Machonsky.
Wow.
New character, John.
I can confirm that I am not going to be in Overwatch. I'm sorry.
I don't know. We do know the lead writer of Overwatch.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. John Machonsky, and he's voiced by Terry Crews.
Oh, that explains all those meetings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Terry go way back.
So they've added everything but a healer, correct?
No.
They added Anna.
Anna.
Yeah, the first one.
Oh, right. So they've added one of everything. So I am...
Did they add a defense character?
Reese is kind of a defense character.
But
But she's in the tank category.
Yeah.
So
They
they've
haven't added a defense one.
See, that's the weird thing about their classes is like Sombra, Tracer, even Genji a little bit aren't really offensive heroes. They are flankers.
Yeah, Sombra definitely. Like, Sombra plays really good on defense specifically, so I always find that really strange.
Yeah, I guess a defensive hero would make the most sense, which actually excites me because I tend to I love Mei, I love Hanzo, and I love Junkrat. So a defensive hero would be great. But then you could also argue Racist Mario is a defensive hero.
Symmetra, please say the actual names of the characters on the podcast.
I would say that she's actually an offense hero.
99% honest here right now. Actually, 100% honest. I sat here when I was saying that sentence. I could not think of her name. I could only think of Racist Mario. So
wow,
I am my own curse.
Oh, they need to add an Italian hero.
Oh no,
Racist
and it's
Mario,
a defense one, and he has a frying pan, and he cooks food forever.
It's Racist Mario, yeah.
All right. No, we're moving. Nope. Before someone says that's a spicy meatball, we're moving on. What class and what weapon would each one of you have? Let's start with Rose.
I just want like Genji's ult, but as a character, so I just want to be like a defensive character who has a really weak sword, but I can keep slashing the sword forever.
Okay, so Genji, got it.
but I can use the sword forever.
John.
I would... fuck. I mean, I'll be honest, like, Diva is basically what I would want to be, so I'm just gonna steal Diva's mech, and it's mine now.
No. You're in your own mech, but it's shittier.
Yeah, like, I made one, and I'm just like, I wanted to be like you! And then she just, like...
box.
Yeah, it's like the Diva skin for Halloween. Where she's
and then she just shoots me, and that's it. So, yeah. Right, fair enough.
All right.
Thank God.
Great. Scott?
I would basically be Widowmaker with a larger ass and legs and a smaller torso.
All right.
And that's about it. Yeah.
The smaller torso.
I would be Sadness, and I would be Support, and I would just sit in the back and cry.
So Mercy.
Yeah, Mercy. I don't know. I'd probably. I don't think of myself as what class of hero I am in Overwatch. I'm sorry.
Wow, why not? Come on.
All right, I would be offensive, and I would just, say,
Racist Mario.
Yeah, I would just say, I'm a Mario, spice it a meatball, Mario, and just run around. I'd be Charles Bartnett.
Oh.
Anonymous writes in, and they ask, have you heard of the newest, hottest, most excellent new Tumblr blog? It's called What is Randy Pitchford Up to Today? And it is amazing. No hyperbole, no goofs, just pure, honest video games coverage. Thanks from someone you totally don't know. Well, that's awesome. I had not heard of that Tumblr blog. I can't wait to check it out.
Anyone else check it out?
I think John's seen it.
I'll check it out.
Michael, I swear to God.
Anonymous wraps us up. You can send emails to podcast@videogamechoochoo.com, or you can head over to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com / it spells ask, A-S-K. Those are letters on your keyboard. 2 of them are next to each other. You have to find the third. It's like Where's Waldo, but on your keyboard. And we end it by saying, Anonymous asks, is there a sexier game than Luigi's Mansion? Thanks, everybody.
God, no.
I don't know how...
no, I don't think so.
I don't know what happens. It happens every week. The strangest, weirdest question is always last. So...
Today, Randy Pitchford wanted to show everyone his entire mint collection of Disney Infinity stuff.
How'd that go for him?
It's a picture of him with a whole bunch of Disney Infinity toys, alright?
Oh. That's what he did.
You can see that and more at What Did Randy Pitchford Do Today?
What is Randy Pitchford up to today? .tumblr.com.
Thank you.
Can't even get his own fucking Tumblr.
It's not mine.
Pretty good Tumblr. I'm following this.
Anonymous wrote in. How could it be mine? It said anonymous. My name is not anonymous. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, all right, fair enough. Yeah.
I'm fair and balanced reporter. I would never betray Randy Pitchford's daily activities.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, thanks everyone for listening. This has been a fucking shit fest. No,
that's like a good app.
It It was fun, but it was also a shit fest. Make sure that you check out the site. We're always posting more stuff. We got a bunch of stuff in the works, and before we wrap up, I would just like to welcome our newest hire. They could not be on this week, but a friend of the show and friend of the table, Andy Clare, is Andy just joined up as a video producer with us, so they will be helping us out with videos, and they'll still do some writing and some other stuff here and there. They couldn't be on this week, but next week Andy has said that they will join us on the podcast, so you'll be able to send some questions for them and the rest of us if you would. And I would also just like to drop a line for the Friends of the Table Patreon. They have a good amount of money already, don't get me wrong, but it is still worth it to donate your money to them. They are a great cast of people, and just personally, just talking to Andy about that show, they are just, like, they love working on it, and it's a nice show.
I'm personally a real big fan. Like, it's probably my favorite tabletop podcast out there, just period. And
sure.
Yeah, you can find that Patreon, by the way, at friendsathetable.cash.
Thank you. I wanted to make sure that was the right URL. But yeah, friendsathetable.cash if you want to give to that Patreon. And Andy will be on next week. But for now, just check out the site. We got news, reviews, all kinds of stuff going up. And hopefully more videos once we get that squared out a bit more. But for now, I can definitely say that we will be back next week with another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo Podcast. So long.